and I have just finished installing the Nilight Underglow kit on my DeLorean, and I have to say I am very happy with the results and very impressed overall by how the kit functions. So in this video I'm going to show you all the features of the kit and how it can be controlled with the app or with the included remote, as well as what you get inside the box when you purchase one of these kits. Then we'll talk about the installation process. As always, I'd like to remind you that I place a link in the description down below to this kit in case you want to get one for yourself. But with that being said, let's get started. And starting with the remote, we can turn the lights on or we can turn the lights off. Additionally, we also have a mode button that allows us to cycle through the different modes that are built in onto these lights. And there's actually quite a ton of them. I sat with this thing playing for a while and just going through every single one of the different modes that's on here. Some of them are really cool, some of them are okay, but for the most part, they include a lot of really cool combinations where I really think it's gonna be something here for everybody and anybody who's looking for some kind of light show on their vehicle. We also have a button that allows us to control the speed of the lights. We can make them go faster or we can slow them down. And we can also control the brightness of the lights and really bring them down so there's just a slight hint of them, or we can bring them up to its maximum brightness, where is where I normally like to leave them at. And we also get a mode where it can react to sound. Testing. This would be kind of cool if you're trying to get your car to respond to some kind of music, and you can change between different modes of how the lights are gonna behave when reacting to music. I'm cycling through some of those modes right now, but for the most part you're probably gonna find one that you like and leave it on there. And we also get 4 presets. We have a white preset, we have a red preset, we have a green preset, and we have a blue preset. Moving over to the app, we have a power button on the top, and we also have this color wheel where we can cycle through pretty much an infinite amount of colors. We can also tap that center wheel and we can cycle between some presets. And if we press this little color wheel, again, we have full access to pretty much any possible color that we want. Additionally, we also have control of the brightness on the bottom. We can slide up and down, and we have several presets similar to what we had on the remote, except that the app gives us a lot more flexibility and more number of presets. And we also have the music mode where we can load our music and have the lights react to that music playing. And we have also that sound active mode where it's reacting to sound, and again we can control on here how sensitive that sensitivity to sound should be. And we also have the style in here where we can change between the different modes, and there is a lot of modes on here. Now these are some of the modes that I showed you on the remote, but on here on the app, just look at how many potential different modes or different live shows are there. I've been scrolling to this and it seems like an almost never-ending list. Now some of them are kind of close to each other, but some of them are very different, so you can really spend a lot of time playing with this thing to find something that you like. Additionally, on the bottom we also have the ability to control the speed of that particular effect that we want. If we wanted to have that be really slow or be really fast. And we also have the ability to adjust the brightness to something nice and dim or something really nice and bright. And the kit includes 2 of these bundles. Now in each bundle there is a very long piece, about 60 inches long, of RGB LED lights, and there are 2 more pieces, each one at 20 inch long. So roughly you are looking at about 100 inches of LED lighting strip. And because we get 2 of them, we have roughly a total of 200 inches of these RGB LED light strips. And the bundles are attached to a cable extension that is roughly about 9 feet long, so it should give us plenty of length to install these lights wherever we want to. And to power the 2 bundles of lights, they have included the single power adapter that has 2 connectors, one for each bundle, and this can be connected in 2 ways. It could be hardwired directly to the vehicle, or it can be connected with the cigarette lighter adapter that they have also included in the kit. The cigarette lighter adapter also has a little switch if we wanted to control the lights that way. And to mount the light strips, you'll notice that on the back of each one there is high-strength double-sided tape, which I can peel and let's stick this to my vehicle. Additionally, they have also included a baggie of brackets and screws
and zip ties if we wanted to secure the lights further to the car, or if the bottom of the car doesn't have a place for the lights to stick, we can secure it manually with this little kit. We also get a one-pager manual that shows the app that we can download to control the lights and the 2 ways that the lights can be powered. And on the back of the manual, it also shows us how we can control the lights using the included remote control, which is convenient if you do not want to use the app or if you just want to have a second way of controlling the lights. Now, what's neat is that the remote already comes with the battery, so it is good to go from the start.
An installation is gonna consist of making sure that the areas where I'm gonna put the strip are nice and clean. I like to use a little bit of alcohol to clean them and let the alcohol dry. Then I use a little hair dryer on low setting to get the glue to really warm up and become sticky. Once this part is nice and warm, then I'm gonna peel the back of the double-sided tape, and then I can attach it very carefully to the location where I want. And here's where patience pays off in locating the part correctly and then applying even pressure to the LED light strip. Not too much pressure because I don't want to crush the components or lights, just enough for the adhesive to attach to the car and to begin the bonding process. And then I'm gonna repeat this process for the rest of the lights, as well as secure any loose cables to make sure that nothing gets caught in any moving parts, or put the cables away from any parts that may get hot like the exhaust. Now, most double-sided tape will actually cure over a period of time, so I like to leave the car untouched for a day or two before I begin to drive it again. And for this install, I'm gonna use the cigarette lighter adapter for power, but this kit could also be hardwired.
But what about the actual mounting locations on the car? And here's a good graphic that can show you what that looks like. Because we have 6 pieces, we end up with 2 smaller pieces in the front of the vehicle, 2 side pieces on the sides of the car, and then 2 small pieces in the rear of the vehicle. But the actual placement of those parts are gonna vary from vehicle to vehicle. This is just a general representation. For example, on my DeLorean, I chose not to install the rear lights as shown in the graphic. I actually found a better spot for them. Still in the rear of the vehicle, but more towards the center, and I stuck the lights directly to the frame of the car. And in case you're wondering, how did I get the power cable to come inside of the cabin from the outside of the vehicle? Well, usually I look for existing cables that may already be coming into the car, and most of the time in that hole where those cables are coming into the car, there is space to add at least 1 more cable through. So I fed the cable through there, which in the DeLorean, it happens to be back here where there's a space where I was able to route the cable into the interior of the car. Now, some installers will actually drill a hole into the body of the vehicle to get a cable to come inside of the car, but I find it a lot easier to find an existing hole and just reuse it as opposed to drilling a brand new hole on my car. So overall, I have to say that the installation of this kit was actually easier than I thought, because it's really just a matter of peel and stick. What really takes time is scouting the bottom of the car, looking at areas of where can I potentially place the lights where they're not gonna get damaged between moving parts or hot parts in the vehicle, such as exhaust. Once I identified the areas where I wanted the lights to be in, it was just a matter of spending some time cleaning and sticking the lights, and then taking my time routing and securing the cables, because again, I don't want anything to get caught on any moving parts and all of a sudden my lights are getting pulled off the vehicle. So remember, I put a link to this kit in the description down below in case you want to get one for yourself. And if you guys have any other questions regarding the installation process or this kit, also put them in the comments. And if you found any part of this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button to support the channel, and stay tuned as I have a lot more cool car gadgets coming up for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.